everyone. I actually want to introduce you today a guilt-free snack, and it is called chocolate fruity nut bites. My name is Sushila Patel and I'm welcoming you all to my show, The Recipe Tips. Let's embark on the journey of making this snack. And most of the ingredients that we're going to use is available in your pantry, or you can buy it at the store nearest. And actually you can feel free to add whatever you have in your pantry. So for example, I'm using almonds, but you can use hazelnut, right? I'm using cranberries, but you can use blueberries, you can use any of the dried strawberries, etc. All are dried fruits that we're using today. So I'm using cranberry, I'm having my fruits of different natures like apricot. Wow, so we have here the dried blueberries of 50 grams, the chia seed of 20 grams, and 10 grams of the orange peel. Then to bind the fruits and the nuts together, we need a binder, and for that I'm using the chocolate, milk chocolate, so that will melt and then we'll incorporate all of it. And to give a little bit more substance to it, I've added desiccated coconut, so that will be a filler in our snacks, so we feel much more full and there's enough of roughage to sustain our hunger pangs. To bind all the dry fruits and the nuts, we need chocolate. I'm using chocolate, so I'm using this milk chocolate to bind it, so it'll be melting and incorporating it. At the same time, to have a filler or something much more substantial, I'm using desiccated coconut. So that fills up our tummy. So let's start on the journey of making the chocolate nutty fruity bites. Right. To prepare the slices that we're going to have with all the chocolates, we'll need to prepare a pan. So I put a plastic cell wrap around it. When it's done, we're going to pour it in and put it in the fridge for half an hour to an hour for it to set. Then we'll be cutting into slices. The cookie dough recipe we have here in the Thermomix is the chocolate fruit and nut squares. It is a vegan recipe, but I've tweaked mine, the one with chocolate in it, which has milk base. So let's begin by putting all the nuts and the dried fruits, and we are going to turbo it. So I'm going to put the blueberries in, the chia seeds that goes in, the peel that we have here, the orange peel, and the nuts gets in. So we're going to put the nuts. It's so simple, you know, add all the nuts, all the dried fruits, and then there we go to chopping it. So all those things that we put it in, and I'm going to just close the lid. So this is the main panel, so I'm going to look for my turbo, which is called the milling function. So here it comes, and I'm going to put 2 seconds, and we are going to do. That's right, this is the second round, and another one. Okay, we are done. So in 6 seconds, we have a coarse ground mixtures of fruits and nuts that has been grounded. In 6 seconds, we have blended our nuts and fruits. Look at the color and look at the texture of the nuts, and you know, this is the texture we wanted, so that when we melt the chocolate, it will bind together. Now we're going to add the chocolate to melt, so I'm going to put the chocolate in the mixing bowl, closing the lid. And you know that melting chocolate is so easy in the moment. I'm just going to melt it in 3 minutes. Melt the chocolate in 3 minutes. I'm just setting my time 3. And our temperature for melting chocolate is at 50 degrees. And it is at speed 2 I'm going. Slowly. So it is really well coated with chocolate, as you can see. It is melted right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the desiccated coconut in it. And all our chopped nuts that we had chopped over there. So we're going to add that in. And we're going to mix all this in 20 seconds. But okay, no, let's make it 15 seconds. And we are going to go to speed 3. So it is really well coated with chocolate, as you can see. Straight away pour it into our pan here that has been prepared earlier. And then we're going to press it down as fast as possible and put everything in it, press it down as hard as possible so that we can have a very good slice. Right, so this is how we do it. Put this in and I hope it can settle. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to push this in. Press it as hard as possible so that you can have a very dense slice. So push it as much as possible down, and you can also use a weight to do it downwards. So let me show you how it's done. We can use a bowl like that and just press it down. Okay, so that we will get a nice dense slice of squares. So this is how it looks, really tightly been binded with chocolate with nuts and fruits in it. And I'm going to let this set in the fridge for 30 minutes to an hour. You can leave it in your fridge, and then whenever you want to serve, just take it out, put it on a chopping board and slice it into small cubes or squares. So it's left to you how big you want to do it. If it's going to be 4 by 4, then you'll have about 25 pieces. So let me put that in the fridge.